YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're having a conversation between me and you. If you read the title already, you could tell the topic of the video is going to be Destiny 2 players literally want one thing, and it's disgusting. What we're talking about is Iron Banner and the glory days. So here on the screen, we're going to start showing you some images of like the OG Iron Banner. If you're pretty much a veteran or you've been playing Destiny on and off throughout the years, you remember Iron Banner used to be an iconic event for many of us. For better or worse, at least it was eventful, and there was a lot of iconic things going on with the mode way back in Destiny 1. For starters, man, the loot. I mean, the loot is such a major driving force for a lot of us when it comes to playing the game. You know, trials can be hated by some people, but you put a good loot weapon, they're like, all right, you know what? I think I like trials, man. Oh, I'm about to erupt here. So aside from the armor, I think that's just kind of a personal preference, right? Some people like the armor. Personally, I don't. I think we've had some of the most hideous armor sets when it comes to Destiny 2. It's just the Iron Banner seems like they take some weird theme and it doesn't even look cool in my opinion. It usually ends up looking kind of gross if I'm being honest. Wait, what? He just died to like... Alright, so the armor is whatever. I can look past it. If you like it, then you do. And if not, you're on the other side where you just completely hate it like me. I don't really care. The weapons though, oh yeah, the weapons used to get so crazy. You guys remember Unbent Tree from Destiny 1? That was an auto rifle. It was the fastest shooting archetype in the game. It was pretty iconic, people really liked it. There was another one that was more popular than that auto rifle, but if it wasn't for that one, Unbent Tree would have been like the go-to. And if you guys remember Charles of Osiris' Doctrine of Passing, I think it was the name. Dude, people love that auto rifle so much. It was such a fan favorite, at least for many like casual, average skilled players. Personally, it wasn't my type of weapon, but I can understand, you know, that like, to them, that weapon was iconic. Think back to Destiny 1. What do you think about? If you're like me, you probably think about Clever Dragon. You probably hear the Clever Dragon shots going off. Man, that gun was so iconic. What a throwback weapon. And I feel like we just don't have stuff like that anymore. Let's take a look at the scoreboard before we talk some more. Okay, nice. Next game. So, Clever Dragon, from its gunshot sounds to the weapon design, it was a really solid gun. And that's not like the only one either. We had the hand cannon too, which was an absolute beast. Even though back then in Destiny 1 it was hot booty cheeks, man, I was still really hyped to have the hand cannon. It looked badass and it was an Iron Banner gun with, you know, its own special perks. Let's get some distance. Thank you, teammate, for the help. It's important to get your health back whenever you can, especially when you're getting situations where you're fighting against multiple opponents. See if we can find an angle here. Thank you, teammate. I'm going to try my best to get the power ammo here. It's not to say that the current Iron Banner doesn't have some decent guns, but I feel like most of them are just lacking inspiration. If you take a look at the weapon designs, they're just reissued versions of existing ones, and I know that's already a common thing for the game, but also with the colors. What's up with the greens and the browns? Like, I'll wake up to take my morning poop, I'll lift up the toilet lid, and there you have it. I'm seeing the frontiers cry. I'm just like, wow, bro, I should remember to flush the toilet, you know, now and then. Let's go ahead and chill here a little bit. Players are quite far from my hand cannon. Oh, he was about to pop a bubble to kill me, huh? Got a couple radar pings. Tried to hold the walls and the corners so I can do the peek shot. Looks like that guy was trying to pop a bubble on top of us. He's pretty weak. He's not going to be able to get that kill. That's fine. Anyways, I'm speaking to you. I want to have this conversation to see whether or not I'm like the only one with this sentiment where Iron Banner doesn't feel eventful like it should. I'm not really looking forward to Iron Banner and the weapons. Sometimes, very rarely, there will be something that I'm like, okay, you know, Maybe I can convince myself that I'm like looking forward to that, right? What I would like to see personally would be the origin trait just completely redone. I feel like it doesn't do anything special instead of Iron Banner, and then once the event is done, you know, it doesn't matter anywhere else in the game. I do miss the weapons, feeling like they have more inspiration behind them when it comes to the weapon designs. I'm curious to know, what do you think would make Iron Banner feel more eventful? I'm already one shot. Oh, the Nova Bomb to counter a grapple super, huh? He's gonna explode. I barely got him. I got slowed by something. Oh, watch out for the lemon arc. It's a really close game. I got the trade, at least. That's all that matters. If we can get the power ammo, we can start getting some extra points. But these guys are pulling the lead little by little. I'm not sure the likelihood of us winning this game. Gonna rotate out of there. Oh, huge kill. Another thought I had about Iron Banner is the perks, man. I know we have Iron Grip. A nice little stat boost here with a trade-off. To me, to put it nicely, it's just kind of stale. I would like to see Iron Banner at least every other year or every year as we're getting the new modes and perhaps new pieces of loot. We also get introduced new perks. Even now, as I think about it, I think that might be one of the biggest issues is that they just stopped updating the Iron Banner perks. We stopped getting new ones. So, you know how right now we just get like maybe reissues of certain guns. Oh, I'm dead. We will get reissues of certain guns, but because they have brand new perks, those weapons, even though a little bit stale or just something that we've already seen, it makes them a lot more exciting for us to play with. Now, it looks like we're coming to an end to this match. Unfortunately, I was unable to slay the enemy team enough to carry my team. It was a close match, and then out of nowhere, they started popping the bubbles, and we weren't able to do anything about it. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. I think we had a pretty decent game, though, to start. GG's.